So bring it on. Hike, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
I think in Christian Abbiati you have one of the best Italian goalkeepers of his generation.
Must be.
Yeah. Oh, on the international scene he's always been overshadowed, I suppose, by more illustrious rivals.
Well, he has, but regardless of all of that, you just have to look at what he's achieved.
A great shot stopper, very decisive and quick in one-on-ones, and just an excellent all-round command of the penalty box.
Showing great feet there. And this is Beckham. Oh, easy pickings there. The ball has bounced loose now. Beckham. And he's had a hit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Costa Curta can get it clear. Owen. Cameroon are looking to go forward now. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Davids. Good read, needed to be. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And it's Beckham. Well, that is one way to stop him. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Davids. Now it's Owen. And this is Eto'o. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Alexander-Arnold. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. He's picked his way through. Neymar. Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This to make it 1-0. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Cameroon are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And he was alert to it. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's their second corner of the game. It's crossed into the middle. Hazard! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's got away. That's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. Well, not the worst attempt.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Just a quick request today for everybody to please kindly remove any cars parked on the road outside the stadium.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Ball driven towards the far post. Oh, good-looking ball. Now, can they get him away? Looking to go deep. Keeper's dealt with that. Serginho. Hazard. Cross to the back post. Adams is there, and he can get that clear. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Drilled in low. That's going to go a long way. And here's Neymar. Hazard. Oh, the ball's gone astray. An instinctive delivery. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end.
Goes for goal! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Alexander-Arnold. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. And he's managed to get free. He is just caressing the ball. There's the shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
He's a sharp little ball here. That's an excellent interception.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Shot at goal! It's there! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution for Cameroon, number 13, Neymar.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 22.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Substitution
Well, at this
in
stage,
progress.
Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Now it's Beckham. Beckham! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Can he get on the end of this? Looking for the run. Oh, that was vital. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Rijkaard. And it's Hazard. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Belletti
has been indicated.
Out for a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And that is that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
From all local
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him...
Mbappe! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Ajax certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Now it's Olise. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Beckham. And he skips past his man. He's picked his way through. Beckham. Rijkaard. Alexander-Arnold. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Olise. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to get it clear. He's gone for goal! No, not quite.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Alexander-Arnold. That's a promising run he's making on the right. He has found the way through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Tacho, could be danger here. So it is still 0-0. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Olise really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Beckham. Looking to play him in. Could try cutting inside here. Cross into the box. Costa Curta can get it clear. Turns and goes back. Hazard finds himself offside. He won't be happy with that one. Hazard. Has a look and plays it forward. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Robertson going full steam ahead down the left flank. Rijkaard. Rijkaard. Oh, it's played into the area.
1 minute added time.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So they head in no further forward. The score here still
Hello
0-0.
attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?
So off we go once more.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
He is through here. That's been cut out, well played. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Hazard, and this is Neymar.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
What a throw in. Now it's Batistuta. Back into the middle. Robertson cuts it out. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Beckham. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Beckham tries to pass it through. And that's aimed into the middle.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Elise. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Shot could... Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. Finally the breakthrough.
But before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
David Beckham! Substitution on the field. Number 2, Marquinhos. Number 8.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
9,
So the first goal of the game.
20,
Well, when the going gets tough, etc.,
number 51,
they can still turn this round, I think.
Pacho. Coming on the field, number 3, Kalidou Koulibaly. Number
So Jim,
11,
what are you thinking?
Well,
Stojkovic.
I'm inclined to feel
Number
that if I...
13,
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Tries a
Number
shot!
17, Didier
And the
Drogba.
lead stays intact,
Number 10,
just.
Mbappe really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
And it's Gnabry, looking for options for movement, looking to go deep. Azar! Oh, he couldn't get hold of it. He's looking wide. He's in plenty of space here. That'll be a throw. Threads one in, played into space out wide, thinks about the shot, and that has been clubbed. Oh, what has happened here?
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zola.
Oh, really well played.
There will be 3
He's shifting through the gears here. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Desperate defending required here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Beckham taking in the accolade. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smart...
Osimhen! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Osimhen clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Indonesia with the corner, there first. That has been knocked clear. Rice. And now a sudden chance to counter. Good ball over the top. Oh, just... And Batistuta! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Number 20.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's foolish header! It's in! 2, and we've barely begun here. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's... And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quick.
There's the shot! They've scored! And with that, he takes home the match ball. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Short changes him with that pass. And it's Olmo. Beckham, out to the right. Beckham. That look. Oh, he's been caught napping! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Alexander-Arnold. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Tries to pass it through. Alexander-Arnold is one whose deliveries we all know about. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, that is not the best. Real chance!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Back into the middle. That's the keeper's ball.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
Just a quick announcement.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more.
Substitution.
So off we go once more. And the shot's on here. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's Batistuta. Ball's played through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's hoisted clear. It's their second corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. Aimed in toward... Header! And it's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
It's become a case of men against boys. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Ritwik gets across to intercept that. That is good alertness. That's an imaginative pass. Marquinhos with the clearance. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Spread neatly. Climbs up big! No, he can't turn it in.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Aim forwards. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Brilliantly cut out. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Look at the space here. Oh, what has happened here? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And he's heaved it away. But they've got it again. It's a searching pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. Knocks it into space. And he shoots! And it's come back out to him. He scores! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
They're still trying to make a game of this. Alexander-Arnold. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played out wide. Serginho. Here comes the cross.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Now there's a fine ball.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Rudiger. Now it's Neymar. Serginho cuts out the pass. Could be danger here. Ritwik. Berbatov. And that will be the final act. Now, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in.
I feel complete. Find my way with tired feet. Whispers in the cool night.